Hello, everyone, and welcome to an episode of Website Nightmares. This is episode number 7. And, interestingly enough, in episode 6, we were looking at a web designer's website that was a nightmare. And he is in Rochdale, UK. And lo and behold, I come upon this additional one, probably also designed by the previous website in episode 6. And this is website designrochdale.co.uk. And, let's say it's good design gone bad. Looks fairly innocuous. I like the non-traditional layout. In other words, this whole thing is the menu. There's no blocky header. He has, unfortunately, poor grammar throughout the website, bad spacing, nasty ass animation, and different fonts. So, John, I'm sorry to say, but your website, this second website you've done, is a nightmare. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of items. Okay, from a visitor's perspective, I have come here to visit you because I am interested in having you build me a website. Okay? There's nothing here that really thrills me, and this cheapy animation here and these off-the-shelf images that you probably just stole off of a Google search instead of licensed properly really bug me. Okay? And the web for all and all for the web, oh, thrill. I love that. A complete website design service with no hidden charges and can be up and running in 5 days. Well, we know that doesn't happen, right? Doesn't happen. Too many things to build a website. And then he's saying that phrase again, a bespoke website. A bespoke. Now, for us Americans who don't use that term, what that means is customized. So he's going to build customized websites to get noticed on the web, and we're going to look later on and see his pricing, and it's probably the same as it was on the others. You get a custom website for £99. Woohoo! Again, we have English or not English. We have sentences, run-on sentences, incomplete sentences, improper grammar. Really bad phrasing here. And then he's got capital D, capital N. Why? Who knows? And look, a different font. So he's saying the same thing that's here, down here, but he's putting it in a different font. And then right down here, he has little tiny text for optimization. Okay? So we saw that in his previous website, he was using Black Hat SEO, and this is pretty damn close. Okay? I do want to note right now that we have a guy who says he's a web designer in Rochdale, and he's got it here several times. Web designer Rochdale, and web designer Rochdale. Basically, this is called key term spamming. It's in there too many times. Okay, and he's got one website design Rochdale, web design Rochdale, web designer Rochdale, web designer Rochdale, and here it's just a difference in capitalization. He also does, by the way, logo design, logos, business cards, and photography. Wow. Just so you know, folks who are listening to this episode of Website Nightmares, if you go to somebody who calls them a website designer, please be certain that they actually are a website designer and that's all they do. Okay? Because if they try to do all this other stuff, it's too many things to know and do. I can tell you that is exactly the case, especially when they don't seem like they're really matched together. The other thing I noticed is he didn't use his little spamming technique here for optimization, which would be pretty much more important if you ask me. Again, like his other website, when you hover over images, you're not getting the alt tag, so he certainly did no optimization there. Let's look at his website services over here. By the way, I do like this non-traditional approach. But again, different font, different font, different font. Why? Oh, look at this. Different font, different font. I know he's trying to be different, but yo, get your website on page 1 of Google, Yahoo, and Bing. Okay, sure. Anybody who guarantees that really needs to be shot. He does photo films, animated website headers, company logo, letterhead, business card design services. So far, I've seen nothing from episode 6 to this episode that tells me this guy has any skill at all in design. Okay? He has not been trained as a designer, because no one trained in art as a designer of anything would have the crap that he has. Okay? Website's completed. It's going to take a while here. And it's basically a big long list of links to other sites. And I've looked at most of them, and they suck rocks. So there's a few good ones in there. But I don't think he designed them, or they've been designed after. As a visitor to a web designer's website, I don't want to have to hunt and peck and look for anything. I want to see what you've done. Okay, so here, in order for me to see his portfolio, I have to click a link and then go outside. Okay, horrific, bad. Ooh, that's terrible. So this is a real waste of time for your visitors, Mr. John. He does logos and business cards, and let's see how long it takes. It's taking forever to do logos and business cards, and okay, website design, Rochdale. This is his logo he's done. This is samples. Okay, it's barely readable, Mr. John, and there's no tooltip, and it doesn't link to your client. PEM, okay, doesn't tell me what that's all about. Peace Inc., okay, great. Peace out. The computer doc, okay, I've seen that before. And the Villa's residence in Rochdale, okay, that really, sucks rocks. I'm sorry. If this guy is a designer of logos, is this the guy you want to design your logo? The answer should be no. Enquiries, okay. Inquiry, who knows? Images here taken off of the net. He does photography, so he's got a little gallery here to show his pictures, and he's done a good job, but maybe that's what he should stick to instead of web design. 10 reasons for web design. I appreciate that he's trying to tell people the obvious benefits of having a website, but let me tell you, dear listeners or viewers, if you're in business, you need a website. If you have a website, it needs to be done well, and it needs to be optimized. And after you optimize it, it needs to be socialized. Period. You don't need a list like this. It's an obligation to build a website. It is part of your marketing strategy. 24/7, that thing is selling for you. And he's got a little thing here about the creative process. I so love it when designers want to tell you how they do the design. You know what? You're a business person. You don't care. You hire the best person and you let them take care of it, because guess what? They're trained in web design. Well, except for this guy, because his website sucks. Font. Images taken from the web and not licensed. Purple and orange. I'm just not getting it. And you just don't need this. As a business person, you don't need to know the creative process. You just need to have a conversation with that web designer and ask them these questions. Website design guidelines. Okay, I love this because avoid and cut down banner ads. Sorry, no banner ads on your website. Your website should be promoting your business, nobody else's. Okay? If you get a ton of traffic, if you are not in business but you have some other kind of social website, you can have banner ads and make some money. If you have a blog, you could do that too. Avoid splash pages. Okay, I'll agree with him on that. You better not have a splash page. Unsolicited audio, yeah, of course. Never have anything that just automatically plays. You can't turn off. In fact, don't even have it there at all because it reduces the speed of the load time. Simple navigation, yeah, well, this is kind of simple navigation. It's nice and clean, blah, blah, blah. Search engine optimization, well, I would agree, except that, if we go down here, oh, he didn't do it on this page. He doesn't know anything about search engine optimization. And by the way, this featured site stays the same site no matter what you do, and it opens in the same page. One thing you should always do is, in links on your website, outbound links should always open new. Okay? Or open blank. Do not open same. You want people to have to click one more time to get away from the other page and see your website. Let me just double check on some of this black hat SEO that he had going on here. At least it's not the same color. I seem to remember seeing a set. There we go. There's a set in black. This is so close to black hat SEO. It's bad news. He's got this little thing here. He's got a little missing. He's got a period there for some reason. I don't know why. Why isn't this a link? I don't know. Certainly he knows nothing about search engine optimization because it should be a link. Okay, let's also take a look, dear peeps. Oh, look, he originally had ViewSource blocked. Here's his title. This title is the most important thing, and this is meaningless for search engines. It's meaningless for you as a visitor. Bad, 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 bad. Okay, he's got the OG stuff in there. That it was a fantasy that lasted like 3 days. Let's take a look here, deeper into the site, and wow. Don't tell me this is frames and I missed it. Frames would be very, very bad. Left column, site name, website content, form, Weebly. This is a Weebly website. This guy didn't even build it himself. Oh my God. I'm going to pass out. Okay, here's a designer using an open source thing like Blogger called Weebly. Please tell me it's not true. Also, I just don't see any of the content from the homepage on here. So I can tell you that this is bad news. Stay away. So, again, Mr. John from Rochdale, the UK. You are not a web designer. Go away. If you're a customer, stay away. This is a website nightmare.